Monkey woke with cheer, Lion smiled warm and near. Winter wind softly blew, sky held a frosty hue. They peeked outside the den, snowflakes twirled again. Monkey clapped in delight, Lion's mane shone bright. They stepped into the cold, adventure ready and bold. Monkey hopped on a log, Lion breathed misty fog. The forest glistened white, snow dust catching light. Monkey ran with a giggle, Lion joined with a wiggle. Footprints marked the trail, winter songs did sail. Breeze hummed calm and slow, trees sparkled in soft glow. Monkey climbed a branch, Lion guarded the ranch. They watched clouds drift low over fields of snow. Monkey tossed snow high, Lion watched it fly. Snowflakes danced around, landing without a sound. Monkey made a ball, Lion caught its fall. They played a snowy game, laughing all the same. Monkey swung from a tree, Lion roared happily. The mountains echoed back across the snowy track. Monkey shaped as Lion played his part. Together they built a mound, round and safe on the ground. Monkey rolled more snow, Lion helped it grow. Soon they built a friend, tall from end to end. A snow lion stood proud, Monkey cheered loud. Then they built a monkey too, very small but true. They took a snowy walk, sharing gentle talk. Monkey found a hidden stream, shining like a dream. Lion dipped his paw, cold enough to draw. Monkey splashed a bit, Lion laughed at it. They rested on a stone where sunlight softly shone. Monkey hummed a tune as bright as afternoon. Lion nodded in peace, winter joy didn't cease. Monkey gathered pine cones round, Lion placed them on the ground. They made a winter nest where they could briefly rest. Monkey brushed off slow, Lion whispered low. Winter is magic, dear, especially when you're near. Monkey smiled wide, warmed from inside. They walked a frosty plain, snow clinging to their manes. Monkey twirled in snow, Lion walked steady and slow. They met a friendly dove who cooed with wind tear loud. Monkey waved in the light, dove soared into flight. They followed its gentle glide with wonder side by side. Monkey found a crystal bright, reflecting soft daylight. And Lion held it high, shining in the sky. They stored it for later fun, like treasure from the sun. Monkey made snow art, Lion admired the heart. Together they carved a star, its glow seen from afar. Monkey climbed a snowy stair, Lion waited with care. At the top they saw the land, winter beauty wild and grand. Monkey whispered while Lion nodded somehow. They slid down snowy hills filled with joyful thrills. Monkey screamed with glee, Lion slid gracefully. They made didn't sail. Monkey spun around, lion lifted from the ground. They chased each other fast, hoping joy would last. Monkey hid behind a tree, lion pretended not to see. Monkey peeked out slow, lion stepped in snow. They laughed again together, enjoying winter rather. Monkey found a cave, lion made the path safe and brave. Inside glimmered ice, cold but very nice. Monkey tapped the wall, it sparkled like a hall. They danced inside the glow, winter's private show. Monkey slipped a bit, lion caught him quick. They sat beside ice light, watching day turn into night. Monkey leaned on lion's fur, warm as winter's purr. Lion wrapped his tail tight, holding monkey through the night. Stars above them gleamed, everything calm and dreamed. Monkey closed his eyes, lion watched the sky. Snow gently drifted down on forest, field and town. Monkey whispered low, I love winter snow. Lion smiled, soft and warm, sheltering him from storm. They walked home slow and sweet, leaving tracks beneath their feet. Monkey held lion's mane, lion purred again. Together they reached their den, safe and joyful again. Monkey curled up tight, lion dimmed the light. They remembered all the fun, every snowy run. Monkey whispered good night, lion whispered sleep tight. Winter wrapped them both in a blanket they loved most.
Little monkey woke with cheer, lion smiled warm and near. Winter wind softly blew, sky held a frosty hue. They peeked outside the den, snowflakes twirled again. Monkey clapped in delight, lion's mane shone bright. They stepped into the cold, adventure ready and bold. Monkey hopped on a log, lion breathed misty fog. The forest glistened white, snow dust catching light. Monkey ran with a giggle, lion joined with a wiggle. Footprints marked the trail, winter songs did sail. Breeze hummed calm and slow, trees sparkled in soft glow. Monkey climbed a branch, lion guarded the ranch. They watched clouds drift low over fields of snow. Monkey tossed snow high, lion watched it fly. Snowflakes danced around, landing without a sound. Monkey made a ball, lion caught its fall. They played a snowy game, laughing all the same. Monkey swung from a tree, lion roared happily. The mountains echoed back across the snowy track. Monkey shaped as lion played his part. Together they built a mound, round and safe on the ground. Monkey rolled more snow, lion helped it grow. Soon they built a
took a snowy walk, sharing gentle talk. Monkey found a hidden stream, shining like a dream. Lion dipped his paw, cold enough to draw. Monkey splashed a bit, Lion laughed at it. They rested on a stone where sunlight softly shone. Monkey hummed a tune as bright as afternoon. Lion nodded in peace. Winter joy didn't cease. Monkey gathered pine cones round. Lion placed them on the ground. They made a winter nest where they could briefly rest. Monkey brushed off slow, Lion whispered low. Winter is magic, dear, especially when you're near. Monkey smiled wide, warmed from inside. They walked a frosty plain, snow clinging to their manes. Monkey twirled in snow, Lion walked steady and slow. They met a friendly dove who cooed with wind tear loud. Monkey waved in the light, dove soared into flight. They followed its gentle glide with wonder side by side. Monkey found a crystal bright, reflecting soft daylight, and Lion held it high, shining in the sky. They stored it for later fun, like treasure from the sun. Monkey made snow art, Lion admired the heart. Together they carved a star, its glow seen from afar. Monkey climbed a snowy stair, Lion waited with care. At the top they saw the land, winter beauty wild and grand. Monkey whispered while Lion nodded somehow. They slid down snowy hills filled with joyful thrills. Monkey screamed with glee, Lion slid gracefully. They made a winter trail where happy moments sail. Monkey spun around, Lion lifted from the ground. They chased each other fast, hoping joy would last. Monkey hid behind a tree, Lion pretended not to see. Monkey peeked out slow, Lion stepped in snow. They laughed again together, enjoying winter rather. Monkey found a cave, Lion made the path safe and brave. Inside glimmered ice, cold but very nice. Monkey tapped the wall, it sparkled like a hall. They danced inside the glow, winter's private show. Monkey slipped a bit, Lion caught him quick. They sat beside ice light, watching day turn into night. Monkey leaned on Lion's fur, warm as winter's purr. Lion wrapped his tail tight, holding Monkey through the night. Stars above them gleamed, everything calm and dreamed. Monkey closed his eyes, Lion watched the sky. Snow gently drifted down on forest, field and town. Monkey whispered low, I love winter snow. Lion smiled, soft and warm, sheltering him from storm. They walked home slow and sweet, leaving tracks beneath their feet. Monkey held Lion's mane, Lion purred again. Together they reached their den, safe and joyful again.
with cheer. Lion smiled warm and near. Winter wind softly blew. Sky held a frosty hue. They peeked outside the den. Snowflakes twirled again. Monkey clapped in delight. Lion's mane shone bright. They stepped into the cold, adventure ready and bold. Monkey hopped on a log. Lion breathed misty fog. The forest glistened white, snow dust catching light. Monkey ran with a giggle. Lion joined with a wiggle. Footprints marked the trail. Winter songs did sail. Breeze hummed calm and slow. Trees sparkled in soft glow. Monkey climbed a branch. Lion guarded the ranch. They watched clouds drift low over fields of snow. Monkey tossed snow high. Lion watched it fly. Snowflakes danced around, landing without a sound. Monkey made a ball. Lion caught its fall. They played a snowy game, laughing all the same. Monkey swung from a tree. Lion roared happily. The mountains echoed back across the snowy track. Monkey shaped a heart. Lion played his part. Together they built a mound, round and safe on the ground. Monkey rolled more snow. Lion helped it grow. Soon they built a friend, tall from end to end. A snow lion stood proud. Monkey cheered loud. Then they built a monkey too, very small but true. They took a snowy walk, sharing gentle talk. Monkey found a hidden stream, shining like a dream. Lion dipped his paw, cold enough to draw. Monkey splashed a bit. Lion laughed at it. They rested on a stone where sunlight softly shone. Monkey hummed a tune as bright as afternoon. Lion nodded in peace. Winter joy didn't cease. Monkey gathered pine cones round. Lion placed them on the ground. They made a winter nest where they could briefly rest. Monkey brushed off slow. Lion whispered low. Winter is magic, dear, especially when you're near. Monkey smiled wide, warmed from inside. They walked a frosty plain, snow clinging to their manes. Monkey twirled in snow. Lion walked steady and slow. They met a friendly dove who cooed with wind tear loud. Monkey waved ill light. Dove soared into flight. They followed its gentle glide with wonder side by side. Monkey found a crystal bright, reflecting soft daylight. And Lion held it high, shining in the sky. They stored it for later fun, like treasure from the sun. Monkey made snow art. Lion admired the heart. Together they carved a star, its glow seen from afar. Monkey climbed a snowy stair. Lion waited with care. At the top they saw the land, winter beauty wild and grand. Monkey whispered while Lion nodded somehow. They slid down snowy hills filled with joyful thrills. Monkey screamed with glee. Lion slid gracefully. They made a winter
the sky, snow gently drifted down. On forest, field, and town, monkey whispered low, I love winter snow. Lion smiled, soft and warm, sheltering him from storm. They walked home slow and sweet, leaving tracks beneath their feet. Monkey held lion's mane.